the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jesse Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taman.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Hey, everybody. I am John. I am the world's worst podcast host, and welcome to the BBP. That's our new thing for 2026. We are the BBP. We are BBP 1, BBP 2, BBP 2, BBP 3. Say BBP 3 times fast, and we will send you absolutely nothing. But if you send us a video of it, we might laugh at it and make fun. So we are the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, hence the BBP, which kind of makes me the WWPH, the world's worst podcast host. We never know at this time of year when we're going to do a show or not, so it's really never quite as prepared as we would like it to be, which is kind of like it is all the time anyway. So, but free agency's coming up. We figure we better do something. Over there to my immediate whatever side that is of me, there's our good friend from Southeastern Virginia, Jesse Martin. Jesse, you've got a book coming out.
Yeah, it's 101 Things to Do in Madrid.
There you go. Does it have phone numbers?
Yeah, they're redacted though.
Surprised you had time. Surprised you had time for the other 100.
Yeah.
I noticed that things kinds of leaves it open as to what it might be. That's interesting, whatever, man. There's no sense in being monosexual. Fuck anything you want. Anyway, there you go. We're off to a good start right here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. That joke was approved by the Royal Port of Barrows and Scott Hartley. Now, Scott, it says here that I didn't have time this week to come up with any goofy shit to talk to you about your past life. So is there anything you'd like to tell us?
No, not at the moment, mate. Yeah, I'm quite comfortable. Yeah. Just happy to be with you, boys.
Tell you what, I don't know how Karen puts up with you. What a joy to be with you, must be.
Oh, she loves me. She knows which side her bread's buttered on, for sure.
She's like, Scott's idea of a fun night out is let's go have a pint down at the pub, and then later we can take our socks off.
Well,
anyway.
now he's the ex-international fan of the year. He's letting himself go, but
that's right.
Just can't be asked to know.
Tony, that's it. Yeah, I'm out.
Drunk and debauchery. Gonna get back onto the LSD.
That's all right. Well, this
you're watching from my work. Please don't drug test me tomorrow.
Or me, or anybody, or anything like that, because that word comes straight out of Ireland down there. That's our good friend Tony Wheat. How are you today, my friend? You've got your jerseys are multiplying back there. That's pretty
very
cool.
good. Yeah, I'm trying to find ways to display more of them, but
broke out a chair.
I did.
Good.
He ran out of hangers, as you could see.
Yeah, I did. There is a hanger on it, but it doesn't bend. So it's a anyway.
Might I suggest you get some of those thumb-sized helmets like Scott has? Those things are pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't got any of them. Somebody bizarrely gave me a Philly one once. I was like, oh, thanks very much. That's really kind of you.
I wouldn't touch it. The size of those things, it might have been up that dude. Well, never mind. I'm not.
It's in the attic somewhere. But
so they're talking about that our new helmet will be gloss, which means I'll have to get another mini helmet because this one, of course, is matte. And then I'm going to say that's capitalism for you. What have you thought about some of these ideas? Well, before we jump into free agency of some of these new designs that we're hearing about.
They seem to be using the new shield a lot. If you look at the coaching staff set up, the pictures that said, here's our coaching staff for 2026, they had the shield and the Greco-Roman style spears next to it. So I think that's going to be a design that they're going to go with. Doesn't look like a 5-year-old's done it. So maybe this one's neat.
It's very much
good.
It's very much been a kind of soft launch, hasn't it? They've not made too much of a song and dance about it, but those like Scotty with his eye on the ball keep spotting these things, and I'm sure we'll hear more about it. But
Scotty with his eye on the ball.
I did see a few the Redskins community that won't let Redskins going
Right.
ballistic. That it's not, it's an offensive arrow because it's not a Redskins arrow. It's it's a different kind of arrow.
Right. It won't hurt anybody nearly as much as the other arrow. I don't know. Those people usually. And I think that's why they usually do the soft launch, is to just avoid stirring up that nest of nutballs. And if you're one of those nest of nutballs, hey, welcome to the show. We're glad to see you. I'll tell you something right here. I never let them go. There they are right there. I was a Redskins fan. Now I'm a Commanders fan. And if you can't handle change, well, God damn it, why did you get married? Anyway.
I mean, for me, it's the same fucking team. I mean,
right.
It's like
exactly
it's the same fucking team. It's just okay.
No, it's not.
We know you're nuts, Yam. That's for sure.
Hey, what's up, Yam?
I don't check your hard drive. That's for sure.
And we are on Twitter.
Okay, good.
We are streaming on Twitter.
All right. I don't know whether we're streaming phone sized or not. So if we look all squished to you, my apologies. That's because I'm the world's worst podcast. WWPH. That's me. All right. I do like the spears. I like the whole idea of them. I think it's a smart. I don't like
as long as it doesn't go on the helmet. I'm perfectly fine with it.
I like the two spears coming up the helmet, not necessarily that whole shield motif.
No, it's not my favorite. I mean, it just looks like the freaking Florida
State,
the Seminoles. I just never liked it. It's just not my favorite. Them in the mustard yellow pants that they wear. It's just
fries, as you call it.
I always think those late '60s pants kind of look like baby shit. Really?
Yeah.
Baby shit color.
I mean, they went from
time he was playing, so they probably just put that on there.
A 5-year-old design to hiring some 10-year-olds to make a design.
Yeah,
not that big of a deal. It is
5-year-olds.
It's subtle. I like that it's a soft launch and not a fucking whole rebrand type of thing. I think we all know what's coming as far as this year is making the Super Bowl era jerseys to be a regular thing, and that's.
I like it.
I think everybody wants that.
They're getting rid of the blacks.
Are they getting rid of the blacks?
That's what I've heard. The black uniforms. I think that's what I've heard. They're dropping those. So I know
I haven't heard that. I know they're dropping the god awful burgundy and the burgundy ones were the worst ones.
You don't like them with the yellow pants, which I don't get. That to me is a classic look. That's a great look.
I mean, I don't like them with.
I think they look like they work at McDonald's.
I don't like them with the white pants either. They're tolerable with the red pants or the burgundy on burgundy.
When they're burgundy on burgundy, I'm sorry, it just looks like a bunch of guys from fucking running around in their goddamn union suits. They're just running around in their long underwear. What's up, Paulywood? The black uniforms were horrendous.
They're the best uniforms in the NFL.
It wasn't our color scheme.
I just didn't like the W up front. That was the
one part I liked. Dude, I tell you what. You know what? We would never be allowed to be on the same jury for anything.
Gonna move on from the Lawrence the one in Bowen bit here. You know what I mean? About interior designing of uniforms. I mean,
we're talking fashion here.
Come on, man.
All right, well then we'll just jump right in it because sorry, I pushed the wrong button there.
No, you didn't.
I got the wrong button.
Show cop over there. All right, so we're gonna do some fast fun here with free agents.
Well, before that, though, we got some Commanders news.
We do. Go ahead.
Obviously, Tyler Biadasz has been released.
I thought that would come up in the free agent talk, but okay.
They signed or reworked Allegretti's deal along with Wiley. And our buddy Scouse is super excited about it. He can dust off his Wiley jersey and have 2 more years of fucking fun with him.
And then he was Al Spaghetti just set him over the top, I think, didn't it?
Yeah. All of our listeners, most of y'all listen to 1 Point Safety Show too. And y'all know Scouse has blown his literal top off. And it's pretty scary. But anyways,
I can tell you this: some of those videos that you've been seeing coming out of like Tel Aviv and whatnot, where those things went off. That's Scouse he's thinking about Tyler Allegretti. All right,
this is the state of today's offensive line play if we really look at it in a broad sense around the whole entire league, it's fucking awful. I mean, there's bad offensive line play.
Is it
almost across the board?
Is it?
So
Yeah.
the offensive
to
depth,
the running game.
Offensive depth is, I mean, we're talking about backups here, and to have somebody who has been starters, two backup solid depth pieces, who's had solid starting experience, veterans in your room that are more than likely they're going to give the opportunity to start, but more than likely they're going to be depth. I think it's a damn good thing, to be honest with you.
I agree. I like both of the reworking. I like both of them to stay here. I thought that Wiley, even though he embarrassed himself starting at right tackle in a bad offense, he also played quite well in spot duty as he went along last year along the line. I like that. And versatility is important. It's key. Veteran versatility. I like it.
Yeah, when you got players. Sorry, Tony, I just wanted to bounce off what you were just said. Both of these players can play multiple spots on the offensive line. Wiley can play them all.
Well, he's
Allegretti can play both, all three inside spots. And Allegretti, he covered for Biotis last year and had a pretty damn good, solid a few games. Other than once in a while, his shotgun snaps were a little bit errant, but for someone who doesn't do it on a regular basis,
a little bit errant, as if there was like 50 feet of air underneath him.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, just to re-emphasize Jesse's point, I mean, these are guys with significant starting experience, for the last however many years for both Allegretti and Wiley. And, when they were starting, they weren't superstars, but they also weren't the worst starters either.
Exactly.
I mean, offensive linemen are like corners. Occasionally they're going to get beaten. That's just the nature of the profession. You see a corner get beaten every now and again, and it's like, oh my God, this guy's terrible.
Right.
Well, they're not terrible. They get beat occasionally. Same with offensive linemen. So, you'd see videos of Wiley getting beat or Allegretti getting beat, but for the most part, they were okay. They're not great. I'm not trying to suggest that they're anything special, but like Jesse said, they're depth pieces, and they can start all the way across the offensive line. There will be teams across the NFL that would give their left arm to have the depth pieces that those two will provide.
Scott, what do you think? And how tie this in, Scott, with Chris Paul and the likelihood that he looks to be going away?
Yeah, I think we need someone who can come in as a swing tackle and a swing guard. Maybe whether that's going to be Brandon Coleman, who's already here. I think what they have done is they've looked at it overall and said to themselves, well, it's not necessarily about what play has been on the field, because I look back at a lot of Tyler Biadish's snaps just to try and look at the film. There's quite a few times he was overrun, bull rushed up the middle, and you think it's not great. There's been talk about him having problems with injuries through his knees. I know he's been hosted by the Bears tomorrow. Yeah, Bears are in tomorrow. But it's about money, this, and it's not about cap space. And that's what people are saying. Well, why is this move? This is crazy. It's only a couple of million. It's about what he was actually due to get, which was just over 8.7 million this year in cash. Now, do I want to pay that cash, 8.7 million, to Biadish, or would I rather pay that 8.7 million to Laramie Tunsil to keep him happy? I know which one I want to pay the money to. If that is on these two pieces for depth that we've got in, no issue for me. I think they're good. They're good depth people. You know what I mean? They can play in a pinch. They can come in and rotate when people are tired or having a bad game. We also have to remember how the NFL's evolved. Defensive line now and edge rushers are enormous and are fast, and it's always going to be difficult to take them down because that's what they get paid the big bucks for. So I don't mind them as depth pieces. I just don't want to see them two starting.
I mean, if they do that, we see last year that means emergencies, right? You got to have emergency players. Shit happens, and to have depth that has experience matters, especially since we know that they can play well in a pinch. That's the thing. So, all right, Brandon Coleman, he's still with us. Chris Paul is leaving, most likely. Yeah. I think that it's
going to test the market anyway.
Well, yeah, he's going to get what I think he'll get something. But I heard on Kime today, he quoted Mike Shanahan that says, you don't win the Super Bowl with fucking guards, which is true. So there's the thinking that he was saying on his show was maybe he doesn't get what he's looking for and then he can come back. Whatever. I think he's gone. And I think that what they're looking at is that they're going to say that Brandon Coleman can play that spot. He's still on a rookie deal, I think, for another year. But we're going to be able to save some bucks that way, and that's how this shit works.
We can always
I'd love to keep Chris Paul. For me personally, we developed that guy from the egg, and we don't ever do that. When was the last time we saw something like that? It's very rare here, and I want to reap the reward, but I understand why we will.
If he goes and gets paid, more power to him. But he is a guard. Okay, and let's be real about this. Another name that has become available that I would definitely be interested in bringing back is Cornelius Lucas. Talking about a swing tackle, could probably get him on the cheap. So
I'd say
there's that
40.
What's that?
What's he 50?
Cornelius Lucas, I think he's probably like 32.
32.
I mean, at the end of the day, with Coleman, Coleman was everybody's starter somewhere last year. Before the start of last season, it was a surprise when he lost a role to Paul. Exactly. He had the injury, and he came back towards the end of the season, and he covered for Tunsil the last couple of games at left tackle and looked okay, I think, by and large. So if they decide, and the thing is with this at the moment is, it's a natural reaction of the world these days on Twitter. A move happens and people go ballistic. But
of course,
we don't know yet, and this is why I try and keep my powder relatively dry. We haven't seen all the pieces to the jigsaw.
Exactly.
There are several shoes to fall before we know the complete picture. So it's like it's like reviewing a movie halfway through it.
7. That was 7 metaphors in one.
Sorry, I've been
from one to the next. But I completely understand what you're saying.
I've been on a management. Yeah, I've been on a management training course for the last couple of days. My head's full of absolute shite. We'll be blue sky thinking for the rest of the night.
KPIs. Brilliant.
Oh, geez.
Square in circles. Yeah, you love it.
Painful.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Who moved my cheese?
Let's start off the free agent roundtable here, but I was going to start off with this fast thing. But real quick, before we do that, because we started on the offensive line, we do know that we need to make at least one more depth signing, I would say,
Agreed.
Right? Maybe two.
Two.
We want to look at center and see if there's anything that's going to happen there. So let's just jump into them right away. And let me read off some names real quick on those guys. So, yes or no, Lloyd Cushenberry. 28 years old.
Yeah.
Depends on his injury status. He got released with an injury settlement, didn't he? But is he healthy?
Was he like a 12? I think his market's around 12 million.
No,
it's like 7.
Was it 7?
7.
The same money we'd be paying Biotish, roughly, would be Cushenberry. Now, I'd love to know what that injury is because, frankly, I don't know as much about him as I would like in terms of things. I know he started in the league in Denver. He started in Tennessee, played with LSU, and we seem to like that LSU connection. Even though he never, played with Jaden. But Lloyd Cushenberry. All right, center Sean Ryan.
Yep, again, that's another one of mine. I'd take him. He's 25 years old, market value 6.5 mil. Didn't give up a sack or a single pressure last year. Started every single game for Green Bay.
There you go. I'd
take him.
Absolutely worth a look. Yep, 100%.
At that price, hell yeah. At that price, yes.
At 6.5, yeah, that's really good.
All right. Anybody feel like ponying up for Tyler Linderbaum?
No.
Nope. No. Not for that money. No chance.
Thank you. Thank you anyway, Mr. Linderbaum.
21 million.
Trevor Penning, left guard. Trevor Penning, 26 years old.
Take him in a heartbeat. $8 million, starter for LA, played every game last season, steady backup again, who can ascend to be a starter again.
We got to remember too, man. We can't be paying our whole
dollars for a backup guard, especially when we have 2 backup guards right now.
Yeah. What we're looking at here, though, is we've got 86 million at the moment, second highest cap space in
second highest number of holes to fill too.
True. But
because we're paying Tunsil. That's going to be we've paid Cosme. We're paying a first rounder. That's what, 4 million or something like that.
No, keep going. Nearly 8.
Nearly 8 million. That's that's a limit right there. You know, are these.
Oh, sorry for Connolly. You mean? Yeah, it's $4 million for Connolly.
Oh,
they'll re-sign Tunsil, and presumably
his cap space will go down.
They'll drop his cap space. Yeah, in the first
but still, that's a lot of money on an offensive line. A lot when we have so many other.
You want to invest in your quarterback, you invest in your offensive line.
If you're going to invest in your quarterback, you also need to invest in skill players too.
All right,
whether that's
with 86 mil, probably 90 mil when you rework in because Spot Rack hasn't put in Tunsil. In Algretti's deal or Wiley's deal yet. We're going to have the highest amount of money cap space available or top 51 to pay anybody this year. It's going to be over. We're going to be well past the Titans. So we have like 90 million to spend. Just do it. Just do what you need to do. As long as you've got 10 million left at the end of that, I'm comfortable.
Well, all right. Well, hey man, I'll tell you what. That's what I tell my wife when she goes shopping.
The money's going to be spent. It just can't all be spent in one position.
Oh no, I get that. But what I'm saying here is, if you can get a starting center who hasn't give up a pressure for 6.5 million, I'm taking that.
I'm in with that.
All right, here's a question. Here's a question. Do you think they are going to spend all the money?
Why not? I think after last year, I think so.
They have to.
I mean, they got to keep some in the coffers for injuries.
20
but
yeah, absolutely.
I do think, especially the third year in for Jaden Daniels, you're going to have to think about paying him soon. You're going to have to, year. Try to make a fucking run at this year. So yeah, I do believe they're going to do what they can.
To get their window open. Yeah.
But again, we have 30 plus spots to fill.
We do.
All right. So let me jump into where we're going real quick. So you said skill position players. We're going to need something. Keep in mind of this. I'm going to start with wide receivers. Our wide receiver room right now of guys who I would say that are ours that are going to be on the squad next year. Terry McLaurin, Jalen Lane, McCaffrey.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's under contract. Yeah.
Traylon Burks.
Yeah, I'd sign him back.
Well, he's a free agent, so he's
right. I want to sign him back. I think we could get him.
I'd sign him.
So it's going to be a couple of mil. That 2 mil, 2.5.
Before here we go. I'm just going to hit this. Here we go. All right, so just say 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 being I want him, 2 being hey, that's a pretty good, decent deal. Number 3 being if there's nobody left. Number 4 being get the fuck out of here. We'll start with a number 4 for me, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, 4.
Your goddamn kids with you.
4, bit like my golf.
Jesse, what'd you say?
Hell no.
All right, Mike Evans. I'm a 3.
No.
4 for me.
2. All right. Ooh. Christian Kirk, 29 years old.
I'd have a look at
I'm a 2 on Christian.
4.
All right.
2.
3.
All right. 3. Jesse's a 4. Debo Samuel. I'm a 3.
2. I'm a 2.
All right.
I'll be a 2.
I'm definitely bringing him back. He was great for us last year. I don't know why so many people are against bringing him back. I think.
Well, he's 30. Remember last year?
He was still great.
I agree.
We're not talking about a $30 million contract here, though. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, we're going to see a whole different offense. We expect. Okay, now downtown Diami Brown.
Nah, 4.
Out of here. 4. All right, Tutu Atwell.
5.
26 years old. I'm a 3 on a Tutu Atwell.
4.
If you want me to compete,
maybe like a 3, 3.5.
All right, Hollywood Brown.
I go 4.
No.
3.
No. I'd be a 3 on Hollywood Brown if we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for a number 2 wide receiver, which is what I think we're in the market for. Juwan Jennings.
I am a 1.
Juwan Jennings. I'm a 1.
But
it's expensive.
Yeah. I'll go 1.
All right, so we're all in on Juwan.
I think Juwan Jennings has a 1 and would be a wide receiver 2 coming in this year with the potential to be a wide receiver 1 next year once Terry goes.
Fair enough. I will say this: I think they're interchangeable. I think
I think you're right.
The room is set. Other than your back end guys, your 1 and your 2 are they're going to interchange. All right, so
I think him and Terry would work really well together. Give Jaden a nice, solid receiver core, and all you need is a running back now. Because Luke, I think we saw Luke before he got injured really start to step up last year, and I think he can fill that wide receiver 3 role.
Him and Lane can, yeah. All right, so that brings up the elephant in the room, which I don't have the video up for, but why not? Let's just pull him up here. And the elephant in the room, where the fuck are you? There you are. Brandon Ayuk.
Yes.
It would have
That'd
to
be
be a damn good price.
I think that what everybody. It's got to be a prove it type deal. Tony, you were saying?
I'd be a 2 for that. I think is he healthy, which apparently he is, and B,
Where's
the
his
rest.
head at?
Where's his head at? How's he going to impact the locker room? Is he would he be positively be influenced by the fact it's Jaden and it's probably a last chance?
Will Miles wants to throw the bag at Alec Pierce. Nice to see you in the chat there, Will. Go ahead, finish up, Tony. Sorry.
No, that was it. I think
okay.
it's our environment could be a good environment for him potentially.
Okay. Yeah, you know what?
12.3 million is his market value, John. 12.3 million apparently.
Everybody's going to be pricey, and talent costs. So a 1 year.
Juwan Jennings is 22.6 apparently.
Like I said,
there's no way he's getting that.
I think you might.
Like I would pay that for Jennings. Absolutely. 22 million. What I wouldn't do is pay $28 million for Alec Pierce. Sorry,
that's true. Doing it. Yeah, I'm not paying that.
It's not fucking doing it.
It's a lot.
We'll get to him.
I'm not paying 22 million for Juwan Jennings. Sorry.
So
that's what your wide receiver twos like Pierce are now getting $28 million. I mean, that's just the market.
I'm not even sure
the kind of production that he gets, like a T. Higgins or something like that. T. Higgins, granted, up there, Jamar Chase is your obvious number one because he is Mr. Stud all across the league. But T. Higgins is a solid number one practically anywhere else. In very few places, he's not going to be.
We had this argument during the Terry.
We did. I think we all like T. Higgins.
And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if T. Higgins is could be a number one on another team. He's a wide receiver too on his team.
He's an interchangeable player.
It would be the same thing with Alec Pierce. It's just how the market is set nowadays. These skill position players are making more and more money because
28.5 million. For
the salary cap goes up and up and up. So when you're talking about a wide receiver two money, a good wide receiver two like a Juwan Jennings, I think $22 million is a fair price.
So, we're looking to save a little money there then. So let me get into some of these other guys. And the one thing about Brandon Ayuk, I'm going to say before I close the book on that guy, is if I am Dan Quinn, I call Jaden up, pull him into a room and say, okay, nobody else is here. You tell me. You like this guy? You want this guy? What do you think about this guy driving 100 miles an hour past the stadium? Tell me about him. And if Jaden says get him, I go get him. All right, Rashid Shaheed.
Love to get him, but I don't know if we will. Is he going to be a free agent? Because
he's listed right now.
He's a speedster, but I don't know if he.
Yeah,
I don't know if
he is a speedster too. But he ends up hitting people on the highway.
What's his market value?
I don't know off the top of my head. I just have to age now. He'll be 27 at the start of the next season. He is a burner. I just don't know if he can do anything else.
Yeah, that's my thing.
So
Juwan Jennings blocks for you. That's the other thing. He's a good blocker as well. So
I'm just looking at Juwan Jennings' stats. My sort of pushback to what Jesse was saying was, is he actually a legit wide receiver too? Because
if you think about San Francisco's offense, their offense it's a different bag. They spread the ball out everywhere. It goes everywhere. One week you're going to have Christian McCaffrey with 25 touches, and the next week you're going to have Juwan Jennings going for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Right.
It's really it's kind of hard to just put him and look at the stat sheet and be like, okay, he's not great like that. You know what I mean? So I think if you give him a role that's more prominent, I think he's going to excel at it because he's a good receiver. And that's kind of my argument for that.
I would agree.
I was just throwing it out there because
about the San Francisco wide receivers, if you really want any kind of barometer on what's going to happen, is look and see if I started Ricky Pearsall in any of my leagues. And if I did, he ain't doing fuck all for me. So he's going to put up
Shaheed's market value, Tony, is 14 million.
Here's a name with some speed that probably isn't going to get a whole lot of respect because his name is Greg Dortch.
No.
He's tiny little Dortch.
Yeah. He's tiny, but the dude's a playmaker.
He's more of a slot guy. And I think we got that on this team
I think so
too. With McCaffrey and Lane.
Yeah, he's also a 4 or a 5, and we've got that in McCaffrey and Lane.
Right.
So
yeah.
I don't think that's the kind of player we need.
All right, so we're out on Dortch, even though I do like him as a player. All right, Old guy Keenan Allen, still productive. I'm out
No.
on him just because of the age, but he is productive. If they signed him in July, I ain't complaining.
And like for it, you might have to think about that. It depends on who goes.
What else we got to buy?
Yeah, like what else? But he wouldn't want to be. He wouldn't be one of those free agents that you're going after right away. That's like the second and third wave.
Like I
type
said,
of free agent.
we sign him in July. I'm happy. I'm all right with that. All right, Nick Haney Westbrook.
Yeah, I like him.
Okay,
But I would be a 3. But he's a wide receiver 3.
I'm a
4.
3 on him too.
Yeah,
He's a big play machine, hasn't he? Got like a ridiculous.
He's got strength. Massive.
Receptions to touchdown ratio was something crazy at one point, but
He
yeah,
does.
as a complementary piece. But again, if we're looking at like 4s and 5s, I think we need to be looking at sort of 2s and 3s.
We are.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
and he's not a 2? Is he a 3?
We've said for the last several years on this podcast that looking at the wide receiver room, we're just looking to see who's going to win out for number 5 because everything else seemed to be set. But now you're right. We're looking for a number 2, and here comes Wan'Dale Robinson at the prime age of 25 years old. That dude.
I like him as a slot receiver.
I like him a lot.
But he's not an outside guy.
So okay, so can you take Jalen Lane and put him into the outside?
You know, he
Treylon
reminds
Burks
me a
and
lot
put
of
him in
Jahan
the
Dotson. You know,
Agreed.
He's a free agent too.
But I think he's better suited. He had to play the outside because of injuries with New York. You know, and I think that's.
But he did well. He did well.
He did okay. I mean,
well, I'd be interested in him because he's an absolute target monster and he's a catch monster. I mean, his yards per catch is pretty low, but I mean, didn't he have like 140 something targets last year?
Again, that's because of it. They had nobody else that they were throwing the ball to.
Yeah, but
you also got to factor in that Jackson Dart had 36 concussions. He probably only saw one thing out there. Just heaving it.
17 million a year market value.
Wan'Dale Robinson is somebody I would consider. All right, Sky Moore.
Nope.
No.
Sky less.
Sky Moore. Look, dude, you have a girl's name. Sorry. And I mean,
You-
no
you
offense for
forget-
people with a
you-
girl's name. If your name is
you-
Leslie, I get it. But
You were just ran over Noah Brown. I mean, what are we doing here?
Sky Moore.
Hey, look, we just get the band back together.
I ran over Noah Brown. Dang, he's out for the season. Shit.
Just re-sign Dotson, re-sign Diami Brown. Just get the band back together.
I'll throw an interesting name out there.
Hold on, I'm not done with the list
okay.
here. Hold on, man. Let me run down the list. Kendrick Bourne.
No.
All right. Here's a name that's popped up here at the combine: Tyquan Thornton.
Yes.
Now him, I would definitely I'd say a 2. I'd say a 2 for me. A 2 for me.
I'd be a 2 on that. I think he'd be an interesting 3. As in
He's got speed.
As in a number 3. He's got what was his combine time? I know it's combines and all that, but like 4.28, so the guy can fly.
He made plays for Patrick Mahomes, which means he knows how to make plays for a playmaking quarterback that can get off schedule.
Market value of under 3 million as well, John.
Yeah,
beautiful signing that would be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have an issue with that at all.
I traded for him
if you can get something in the draft, maybe.
Well, if you can get
he's on my dynasty team, so it'd be nice for him to come
in our
over
league.
And get some. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Made a trade. All right.
Oh, you're in our league now, John. Huh?
He's in our league now. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Max are co-team. But by the way, for all of you that have been wondering where Max is, he's engaged now. I think tonight's laundry night. She's not letting him out. No, I'm just kidding. Max is doing some travel for work. He'll be back. And hey, Tony, you're not just a replacement. If we go 5 wide, I'm happy with that. We can do that. Yeah, we can do 5 on this screen. Who gives a shit?
I go 5 wide, but next week you'll have to come to me live from a bar in Tenerife watching horse racing from Cheltenham.
There you go. 5 wide's a whole different meaning when your wife is partying over in the Netherlands. I ain't saying nothing about it. All right. Romeo Dobbs. Speaking of 5 wide, dude, I just don't want him for the helmet.
That's probably one wide receiver 2 who you could say is a wide receiver 2.
Absolutely.
I'll say it a 2 for me.
There's a 2 for me.
I'm not interested. What makes Dobb really good is him out of the slot. And a lot of these guys that are available, are slot guys. I mean, how good is he on the outside? That's the question that needs to be answered. And I just don't have the answer.
That's the thing.
12 million market value as well.
I think that when I look at him,
I'm going to keep giving you the market values, by the way.
It's mental to me that Dobbs is 12 million and Jawan Jennings is 22 million.
It's crazy.
I just don't see that at all.
Slot receivers, man. They don't make.
Yeah,
they don't
I
make
get it. Yeah, it's
outside's where's that money at? Yeah, that Guardian cap too. That's gonna piss.
Yes,
that would piss me off the whole fucking season.
Bring the Guardian cap bandit. Look, the thing about him that I find interesting is he's a gadget player too, like Debo. Not necessarily as gadgety as Debo, but you can use him that way. Green Bay used him in a lot of jet sweeps. They used him in a couple of option passes and plays like that. So he can play.
Speaking of that,
multiple
John,
roles like that.
Speaking of that, John, report today, I think it was Keim, Blau is going to be using the Ben Johnson type of offense. And, if you look back for him at Detroit, I mean, they use St. Brown like that. They use Jamison Williams like that, work out of the backfield. So maybe you do want to bring in a player like a Debo or like a Dobbs that has that ability to come out of the backfield, or you draft Love at 7 that can line up all over the field.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, we'll get to we've done our defensive draft argument. We'll get to our offensive draft argument in a little time. But since you said Ben Johnson, we got to do this.
You and your Johnson.
There you go. And if there's no context to that. So for all of you listening right now that don't know what the fuck that is, it's just
You and your Johnson.
And that's all of it. Play with it. Let's see here. All right, Calvin Austin, who turns in big play after big play for the Steelers, but just not very often. When you hear his name, though, it's usually doing something good. He's only 26.
Give him a look. Give him a look and see how much he cost. I wouldn't be an outright no on him.
Right.
2.6 million market value.
I think we're smelling into the right areas there if we're looking to try to stick with the room as it is. That's what. All right, another guy coming off injury, but was a high draft pick, only 24, Jalen Coker.
Puzzle half, 3.
Yeah,
not high.
Not for me.
All right, Alec Pierce, who it looks like he's going to make the market because they transition tag Daniel Jones today. By the way, we do have a quote.
I still think they're going to sign him. I know
they may still sign him.
Yeah, they're probably. I would probably put money on the Colts signing him, but I just think
I got money that you'll walk over a joke anytime it comes up.
You're going to pay 2 players about $30 million a year. I can't do that.
The thing is, you're going to have a situation potentially with the Colts where they've tagged Daniel Jones and whatever that is now, the quarterback
transition tag. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So he's going to get whatever that is.
I think it turns him into a woman, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I think he starts to come in a dress.
Sorry,
he's transitioning.
Jones. God dang it, Mrs. God dang. I swear to God, I don't want to have to do that to play here.
How'd you follow that? So if they pay him whatever the tag is, and they have to go market value for Pierce if they want to keep him at like 28 mil, there's a pretty good chance that they might have to release Michael Pittman.
That's a good possibility, and that would be a guy I'd be very interested in. He is.
So looking at the transition tag saves them $6 million, but it's $37.8 million.
So they're looking now. That and that's straight out payment, isn't it? That's straight to cash because
you cannot get
it's
cash
a franchise. It's a tag payment, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got to pay $37 million in cash, whatever Pierce's deal might be. Now, obviously, they can spread that out over the 4 or 5 years, but that's still a pretty, And then do you want to have another receiver on the books because Pittman's cap hit is pretty large. His salary is pretty large. They were talking about like having 2 receivers over 25 mil potentially. Now Pittman dropped off a little bit.
He didn't give enough for that. I tell you what, Daniel Jones today, when he found out he was transition tagged, said, "Dang, that's a lot of turnips." All right, we've only gotten down to
Michael Pittman is 29 million exactly this year, Tony.
So that's his cap. That's his cap hit this year.
That's his cap. 29 mil. Yeah.
All right, go into tight end. Let's move to tight end.
Hold on, I got 2 I want to throw out there.
I got one more.
Oh, yeah, we got 3.
Jalen Naylor.
That's exactly who I was going to get.
There's a number 2 there. He's a 3 for me. Later $4.7
million. I think he'd be a 2 for me.
He's
there.
a good addition to the room, I
He
think.
he potentially could be because he's obviously had to sit behind Jefferson and Addison.
That's
So.
exactly it.
Yeah.
And he is a slot receiver, but he can go outside. He's got pace to burn. He's very rarely injured. That's a guy for me. And he's young. He's 27.
Yeah. And another guy, this would be in the same category as a Keenan Allen. It would be like in the third wave, depending upon what's happened. If you need somebody in pinch, Tim Patrick. Everywhere he's played, he's been a solid contributor, and he is a willing blocker. And he'll go up and he makes dirty. He'll get down and dirty. Make the tough catches. Kind of reminds me of Pierre Garçon in some ways. So that's even though he's older, again, that would be one of those like second, third wave type of moves right there. But
a veteran.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Moving into tight ends real quick here because we got to move it along if we're going to get this done within an hour and a half, which we always do. Tight end number one. There's no order to this. Chigakonkwo. I am a one on Chigakonkwo.
Yeah.
I'm a one.
Yeah, definitely one.
All right. Isaiah Likely. I'm a one on Isaiah Likely if Chigakonkwo doesn't work out.
Number one signing of the offseason for me.
Still one.
That's your number one offseason signing is Isaiah Likely?
That's him. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be kind of against that because, honest to God, I'm the one that does the graphics for the show, and I misspell Isaiah all the time. I just do.
Very likely.
All right, here's some new names. Cade Otton.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's a 2 for me.
He's
a
a
2.5 to a 3 for me.
I like Otton. I've had him in a couple of
so have I. He's been very good.
Highest
rated tight end in 2024.
Well, yeah. I mean, whenever Mike Evans or Godwin have been injured.
Last year, they didn't score a tight end touchdown until like week 17, I think.
I know.
Bucks. It was such a weird thing. So I like Cade Otton. I wouldn't mind Cade Otton. What's his What's his number there, Scotty?
Cade Otton. Yes, I have. Cade Otton is not a 7.9 million.
Yeah, it's a little much for Cade Otton.
To me, I would go in a Noah Fant direction, but
he's down the list.
Cheaper. Yeah,
he's down the list. All right, Robert Tonyan. He's 32, but he's been productive.
If we're going to stay with the old, I would rather stay with Ertz.
There's other guys.
The objective is to get younger here, so that would be a 4 for me.
Well, okay, but again, we got to keep in mind what we've got, and what we've got is a rather young room with Bates and Sinnott.
Sure.
Right.
Well, Bates has been. This is his 4th year in the league.
Right. I mean, so he's not long in the tooth by any stretch. All right. So Darren Waller, speaking of somebody old, I'm out on Darren Waller.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Again, if we're gonna bring like a older veteran back,
Mo Alley Cox,
you might as well keep.
Yeah. All right, Mo Alley Cox.
What is he like? 33.
He'll be 33
almost. Yeah.
He's made his plays, but no thanks. He's a big boy. Noah Fant. He'll be 28.
This is the one that I'm like I'm warming up a little bit more to on Noah Fant. I think if you want to bring a veteran in who is still a little bit younger and you don't have to pay a whole bunch to, I think Fant is definitely an option.
$3 million, Jesse.
He's a 3. Yeah. How much did you say, Scott? 4?
$3 million.
3? Oh shit! I got that laying in the couch cushions. Well, all right.
John Bates is 28, by the way, coming into his 6th season.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right. Tight ends can play a long time, and we're getting into some of the longer in the tooth guys here. Here's a guy that I would be interested in as a late Zach Ertz type replacement, Austin Hooper. He's 32. The dude makes a reliable target.
2.4 million.
Yeah, but he's going to be the same type as Ertz. He'll get you the 8-9 yards, but he's not going any further, right?
I think again, Hooper, Fant, they're kind of same. Like, would you want to go a little bit younger for about the same amount of money? I think still I would kind of lean towards the Fant than a Hooper.
Our good friend Kim P in here. Put that back up. Let me read that.
Yeah.
How you doing, Kim? Good to see you. She's hearing that Ertz is going back to the Eagles.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Well, we'll swap him for Dallas Goedert, then we'll have Goedert.
Yeah, that.
Well, Goedert's a free agent.
Yeah, I don't have him on this list. Now, if we're going to go veteran tight end, I like him. That dude makes plays.
But he's 7.5 mil, so he's still probably he's still. I'll read you the top 5. So you've got and Joku's 9.9, Likely's 8.8, Chiga Conquo 7.9, K Dotton 7.9, Goddard 7.5. Then Tyler Higbee, who we haven't spoke about, is 5 mil. So
it's ultimately with these things we don't know as well because you don't know what the
market value is.
Yeah, the market value is ultimately what someone's prepared to pay, and it's also if there's a bidding war as well, you don't know.
Well, there are minimums that get paid for veteran, time in league and being vested into the program and all that kind of stuff like that they get. But at that age,
this is it for me with Goddard. He gets injured way too much.
All right,
and he's older.
All right, Will Miles. Nice to see you, bud. You brought some good points today. David Njoku, he's been injured, but the dude is a beast, and he won me some money a couple years ago.
If you wanted to go the veteran route, he is 29 years old. He's still got stuff left in the tank.
He'll be 30.
He still can play.
That happens after.
This is the one guy that I would bend a little bit for instead of going younger would be David Njoku because
9.9 mil.
He can play.
He's a little bit younger than Goddard. Is he a year or two younger than Goddard? I think Goddard's 31, isn't he? So, yeah, I would again. It depends what the price is. If it's 9 mil, no thanks. If they can get him for less, then let's.
All right.
Yeah.
One more veteran, Travis Kelsey Swift. He's 36, but he brings some nice tits to the stadium.
He brings a tight end with him.
That's right.
Million. Let's bring that title in here.
Bring her on in. All right. So, is there any other tight ends that you guys might be interested in that I did not mention?
I mean, you can look at again a lot of the tight end landscape is older. Your Adam Troutman's. Remember when we thought Adam Troutman was the next thing when he was being drafted? He's never really met. None of these like Hooper and Troutman never amounted.
Hooper, I remember. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about Hooper.
Troutman was he came from a small school. Wasn't he a first round draft pick?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Small school.
It's the tight end market's kind of tough, man. It is tough because there's not too many good tight ends available. There's going to be
Adam Troutman was a third rounder, 105th.
Was he a third rounder?
Overall. Yeah. He came from Dayton. He came from Dayton.
Yeah, that's right. Dayton, small school.
Did we mention Tyler Higbee?
Yeah, I just said that Tyler Higbee before.
Did you? Sorry.
3 mil. 3 mil for Tyler Higbee.
Higbee's great. He's old, but he's great.
He makes
32. Though,
when you're talking about a tight end, if we're talking about making Synodar go down, everybody wants to go down the field wide receiver at tight end, and I do too. What's the name of that flipping athletic freak that's coming up in the first round? Oh, what the hell is this guy?
Oh, Sadiq.
Dude, I'm all, if we're looking at a number 2 wide receiver, draft him and just stick him out there and say, somebody try to cover him. Go ahead. He's a beast. He's a monster. All right.
We haven't talked about the offensive, our offensive draft wishes, but he's on my wish list.
We'll get that. We'll get to there, but we got to. All right, we're already at 48 minutes, and that's cool. We really don't care about time, but you know how we are. We got a lot of positions to get to, so we'll go to running back real quick. Let's run through this list. Yes or no? 1 through 4. Najee Harris. I'm a 3. I'm a 3 on Najee Harris.
That's a 4.
Coming off of an Achilles, but he's been off of it all year.
Yeah, true.
All right, but all year. All right, Antonio Gibson, knee injury.
No, 4.
He's only 28. We're looking for a running back 2?
No, running back
looking for a starter.
Depends.
Depends.
Well, it all depends.
All right, so we're at. All right, so Bill is what with this team? He's our third down guy.
It depends. I think it depends.
So C-Rod, we're out.
I don't see Bill being a workhorse. So you're either going to have to bring in a running back 1 or bring in a 1A, 1B type of running
But what's a workhorse these days? 18 carries, 20 carries?
So you got your Gibbs, you got your McCaffreys, you got your Bijan Robinsons.
McCaffrey gets hurt every other year, though. Okay, I mean Bijan Robinson's a good there. So what's he get? Like 24 carries a game? That I would consider a workhorse.
Because we got to also think of the pass game too.
Okay, good point. All right, Travis Etienne, 27 years
Yes.
old. Scott, you're dead in on him. He's a number one back.
He'd be a 2 for me.
He's used to platooning, though.
Definitely a 2. Some of these valuations, obviously, I don't know what site you're looking at, Scotty, but I'm looking at the
Spot
Athletic. Yeah, I'm looking at the Athletics valuations, and
6.8 for him apparently.
Well, the Athletics got him 3 years, 37.5 million.
Jeez.
This
is saying that his market value is apparently 6.8. I mean, I generally use spot.
He's also 27 years old.
Right.
Running back years. That's
second contract for running back. Yeah, okay, so Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, I'd take a look at Rico Dowdle.
I'd say maybe 2.5.
I'm at 2.5 on Rico Dowdle. The only thing about him last year is he put up amazing numbers and disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, it was when
was it the offense?
What's the other back? The Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard.
It's fun to say his name. Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard started seeing more of the ball, and Dowdle was pissed off because I think he thought he was playing well, and he was. And then, for no apparent reason, they tried to sort of satisfy everybody. Then
they paid Chuba Hubbard the year before. They gave him a nice contract.
Exactly. They paid him.
That's when they started shitting the bed too, because they were playing. The whole team was
I would bet that David Tepper had something to do with it. Hey, I'm paying that back.
Yeah.
All right, Nick Chubb, 31 years old.
No, thank you.
No, thanks. Kenneth Walker, going to be let go.
Yes, absolutely. The MVP of the Super Bowl, I would take him in a heartbeat, but he's going to cost.
I've seen MVPs of the Super Bowl get paid a lot of money and go to their new team and suck. Hello, Larry Brown. Of the Cowboys.
It's listen, I would love to have his talent on the team.
How much?
You got to exactly. That's what you mean. You have to weigh the. You have to weigh the pros and cons and the price you're going to have to pay for this guy, because he's going to be expensive, because he's going to have suitors and there's going to be a big war for him. Because
I'm just not ready to throw in the towel on Bill yet as a premier back. Not necessarily. I like the idea of having ourselves a committee. I think everybody has a committee these days.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm out on Kenneth Walker. That's me. J.K.
34 million, apparently 3-year deal is what they're saying for Kenneth Walker.
Well, the Athletics got 4 years, 52 mil. So what's that? 13 mil a season, which is
I couldn't do a 4-year deal on a running back. On a
Me neither. I'm
contract.
62 for fuck's sake. All right, J.K. Dobbins.
He
gets hurt, but he's productive when he's not hurt.
Yeah.
He'd probably be too expensive for my blood, and I'm out just because of the injuries.
1 year, 2.6 mil, according to the Athletic.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'd probably give that a pass, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Kenneth Gainwell.
Yes, definitely.
Him, I'm very interested in.
Very interested. As a complimentary piece in a committee backfield.
That's the key.
That's it.
All right. So
Jerome Ford.
Well, hang on a minute before we get to Jerome Ford. If we're talking Kenneth Gainwell, because he's not your number one guy. He's not a quintessential number one guy. He's not your and he wouldn't take away from Bill, but we would need a hammerback still. So maybe C-Rod.
But he had over 1,000 yards of total.
I loved him.
Total yards last year.
Exactly. Wow. And out of the backfield, he was spectacular. Jerome Ford, 26 years old.
Like this is a guy that I would definitely look into, because every time that he stepped in, he's always stepped up. And he doesn't have a whole lot of tread on the tires. He's 26 years old.
He's 26. They just drafted him 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think
3 years ago.
If you're going into that 1A, 1B type of system, this would be a guy that I would look at, because you can get him super cheap. You can get him for less than
1.6.
Yeah,
1.6.
I also think he gives you both. He gives you a little bit of both worlds there. He's got good speed, but he can hammer too.
Oh yeah, he can. He definitely can pound it. Yeah,
and he can catch the ball.
All right. Well, speaking of somebody that can beat the shit out of women, Kareem Hunt.
No,
Jesus.
It's a 4.
If you don't get the joke, fuck off and go away. All right, Kareem Hunt.
No thanks.
I'm out. Yeah, I ain't having a woman beater on our team. That's all there is.
No chance.
Interesting name here, but constantly is on the injured reserve. Miles Sanders.
No, definitely not.
Miles Sanders. Rashad White.
Yes, 100%.
We're all ones on Rashad White. Tony, I don't know you're standing on Rashad White.
Yeah, I'd be sort of 2. I'd have a look. I've never been a massive fan of his, because I think he's a bit one-paced, but he lost his job very quickly to.
True. He did.
To Bucky Irving.
Yeah.
Bucky
Well,
Irving,
for a
yeah.
seventh round pick, you can't take it away from Irving. He did well.
Bucky Irving was what, a 4th, 5th round pick?
I thought he was 7th.
Was he?
Yeah, it might have been 7th rounder actually. Yeah.
But Rashad White, obviously, was the incumbent and lost the job fairly quickly, so that'd be a bit alarming. So there's a couple of other guys that we haven't mentioned yet that I would take well.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
White.
I know,
Yeah,
Jeff,
yeah,
you got some thoughts on Rashad.
Yeah, I'm not a Rashad White as high on Rashad White as a lot of this fan base is. So it would be a 3 for me.
right.
And yeah, it's kind of, I have a lot of the same feelings as Tony Wheat. I think Rashad White is just a guy, just another one. I think he gets a little bit too much hype.
Paulywood says he thinks White is hot. What?
Shot.
Oh, shot. Okay, dang it. My glasses need cleaning. Sorry,
Bucky Irving was a 4th round pick.
And he's
Was he?
27
Really?
years old
Sorry about that.
too.
All
He's 27 years old. He's a little older.
This guy's a 1 for me. Tyler Algier.
There you go. There's
Yeah,
my guy.
I like Tyler Algier,
There's,
yeah.
there's my guy.
How old is Algier? Where is he at?
26.
26.
Well, he'll be 26
I
at the
think
start of next season.
5.6 mil.
he
Take it. That's a bargain for what he brings.
yeah, even before Bijan came in, I think he always played that RB2 role really, really good.
He reminds me so much of like Maurice Jones-Drew. He is a bowling ball with a center of gravity. That's
When he gets into outside, man, he's just scats and goes, man.
he's quick and he just doesn't go down. He can roll right through people. I like him. I like Tyler Algier. He would be.
You wouldn't have the thing, John. You wouldn't have a problem from the 1 yard line.
No,
No,
we wouldn't. That would be over.
That's the
No
thing.
more than nonsense.
And how many times have we sat last season watching games even together and going, we're on the 1 yard line, just punch it
We're
in,
done.
just punch it in, calm.
Dude, it's been going
Algier
on since
does
Jay
that.
Gruden. It really has.
Algier
It's been
does
going on
that.
since Jay. And Jay, I know you pay attention. No offense to you, but it's not got anything to do with you. But you started it. We haven't been able to punch it in for the 1 since. All right, Isaiah Pacheco. That's another Isaiah. I'm out because I'm tired of writing Isaiah. I'll get it wrong every time. Damn, Jesse. I guess that's a no on Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, sorry. It's not. Yeah, I'm not a Pacheco fan.
All right.
I really liked Pacheco until his injury, and when he broke his leg, he's never seemed to have. I mean, that was week 2 of the season before last, and he came back for the playoffs, and it was like, oh, he didn't play great because he was coming back from a broken leg, and then he did nothing last year. So,
all right.
yeah, it'd be a 3 or a 4.
I got one more name here, Jaleel McLaughlin.
No.
He would be a 3.
A 3.
I got a name after they go.
Go ahead.
Michael Carter.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael
Cardinals.
Carter. Yeah.
Cardinals guy.
Arizona Cardinals guy. They got another DeMarco. He just took too many injuries. What's his name? DeMarco. Shit. I can't remember his name. He's a free agent too for the Cardinals. All
James
right.
Conner.
No, not
James
Connor.
Conner.
They're releasing James Conner, but isn't he like 29?
If he's 29, he's got 50 years of mileage on him. He's
Yeah.
a great running back.
Connor's been in the league so fucking long.
I know.
It seems
He's a
he's
great
got
running back, but he's just been beat up and he's been.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, since we released our kicker today, Jake Moody. Kickers, I'm for signing every one of these guys. Nick Folk, Daniel
Yes.
Carlson, Joey Sly, Matt Prater, Zane Gonzalez, Matt Prater. Look, bring them all in, sign them all, keep 10 more of them on your fucking speed dial. You know
They didn't release.
They released
Kick.
Moody.
They didn't release him though, did they? He's a free agent.
Just
for
not.
1 year.
Just
Yeah,
no.
they
It was
didn't retain him.
we didn't because we didn't tender him to a
Right.
restricted free agent. He's
Okay.
now an official free agent.
Right. Sorry.
Right,
yeah.
we gave him
sense.
an RFO instead of an RFA. We gave him fuck off.
Gave him a pink
Yeah.
slip.
Yeah,
Get out.
bring back fucking 2 guys I definitely want to see in here: Sly and Prater. Let them
Eddie
kick it out.
Piñeiro's a free agent from San Francisco.
Yeah, he's a decent kicker.
Him I don't like.
Nick Folk. He might be 41 and he might look like a granddad, but he kicks the ball straight through the middle of the posts.
He was the
can't-
number
he
one
can't kick long
kicker
distance
last
no
year.
more,
Wasn't he?
though.
He didn't miss.
Yeah, he just comes on, knocks it through the middle, trots off.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
what I want. That's
this-
what I want
this
from my
shit about-
kicker.
this shit
Matt
about
Prater's the guy.
any of them. And if it's
Yeah.
if Matt Prater is the guy, here's what I say:
the free
You don't
agents
sign him to
available,
any
half of
kind
them
of
have been on our
guaranteed
team.
anything, and you fucking keep bringing kickers in every week, season in, season out. You have one guy on the staff who's there on Monday or Tuesday to just meet the bus full of kickers and look at them. Just get tape on as many of them as you can. Everybody wants to, we got to solve the kicker. Look, nobody solves the kicker. Okay, this shit goes on all around the league. You just don't realize it because you don't pay much attention to them as you do to us. Some teams keep a kicker for a few years, but they're
it's the exception.
Great kickers are very rare. If you can get a Vinatieri, right? If you can get a guy that is 100% automatic, okay, then you talk. But other than that, you keep cycling them in because
that's why Brandon Aubrey's getting $7 million a year.
Well, he's a free agent, right? But $7 million for your kicker. I guess he can kick from downtown, but you know what's going to happen? One morning he'll wake up and his fucking Fruit Loops won't be right, and his brain will, and he won't be able to hit anything. The kickers are just weird, man. I'd rather draft a punter than draft a kicker. That's the other. Never draft a kicker.
I think drafting kickers.
Last thing we haven't touched on on offensive free agents QBs yet.
All right, Marcus Mariota.
Yep, done.
I'd like to keep him, but he's
the only reason I'd like to keep him is relationship with Jaden.
True.
But whether he can run this offense, I don't know. He probably could. Aaron Rodgers. Never mind.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson.
No.
Hide your wife.
Yeah, and your mother.
I wouldn't want Zach Wilson. Tyrod Taylor.
Yes, I'd take a look at Tyrod.
Why not?
I genuinely would.
Played everywhere else. We had Josh Johnson.
Still got a bit of juice.
Similar kind of game. I guess he's mobile. He can.
I think you might as well just
sling the rock.
Keep Mariota. I think Mariota is a little bit more sturdy than Tyrod Taylor.
No shit. Tyrod Taylor would be one of the reasons that I would want to bring him in is to see what kind of weird fucking thing would happen to him to put him under reserve. Like, does he inhale a cricket one night while he's sleeping and he can't fucking play anymore? What happens to Tyrod Taylor? Does he slip on some soap in the shower and bang his head? What is it that keeps Tyrod Taylor from playing this year? Does he step off the curb and miss getting hit by a bus, but gets his foot stuck in some gum and falls down a sewer grate? Who knows? But whatever
Vinny Testaverde did that with the shower.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Vinny Testaverde. For all you kids out there that like to look at statistics and say this person should be in the Hall of Fame, go look at Vinny. And then the first one of you that comes back and says he should be in the Hall of Fame, go take your father outside and kick him in the ass because he failed you. All right, let's see. Joe Flacco, 41-year-old Herman Munster.
No.
Not really.
Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, probably not.
He's going to Arizona as a starter, I guess.
Mitch Trubisky. Is he really?
Yes.
Been rumored.
Mitch Trubisky.
Yes. That's who I want as a backup QB. That's exactly who I want as my backup QB. Still got a bit of juice left. He's mobile enough. He's still not young. He's younger than Tyrod Taylor. He's younger than Marcus Mariota, and he's going to cost you less money. If the aim is to play Jaden, then Mitch Trubisky is fine for me.
I'm all right with it, but I don't know that he's played in any kind of. He's played behind the big galoot.
Behind Josh Allen, for a few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same draft class as Josh Allen, so he's not exactly old.
He's not old.
No, he's not. He was the second pick in the draft, if I remember right.
Yeah,
he was.
Mega
he's
reach by the Bears.
He's 31.
Yeah,
and his salary would be $4 million. $4 million, and Marcus Mariota is about 7.
All right, running through some more names. Ready for here's today's edition of I can't believe this guy's still in the league. Case Keenum. No. Josh Johnson.
Wow, no.
No, the only reason I'd want Josh Johnson is just because the only 2 games he's ever won's been for us. And because of what he did to that Eagles safety last year by making him turn his back. Carson Wentz. No.
Sorry.
All right, Malik Willis. We're all pretty sure he's going to start for Miami, right?
Yeah, he's going to Miami.
Definitely somewhere.
Might be Arizona now. Who knows?
The Jets.
Kyler Murray's a free agent.
Yeah, he will be in a couple of days.
Kyler Murray's a free agent.
Could you imagine what John would do if we actually signed him?
Oh, if we signed Kyler Murray, you know what you won't? I tell you what you don't do. You don't send him out as one of your captains.
The thing that's interesting with
if he gets hit by the coin when it's flipping, that dude could be out for 6 weeks.
The thing that's interesting with Kyler Murray is someone's going to pay him, and I don't know who it'll be. And this is the people are now starting to question Mendoza and genuinely are saying Kyler Murray will only get the vet minimum because of the money he's getting from Arizona still. He's due $37 million this year alone from Arizona.
The
So
Cardinals.
imagine if you're the
love
Raiders
people to
now
throw
and
them
you're
away.
looking at that and saying, do I really spend a pick on Fernando Mendoza?
Yeah, but
I don't think he's all that good.
You know what I do if I'm the Cardinals? I find a coach that can work with Kyler Murray. He has talent. I find a coach that can work with him.
This is just a draft cycle now, though, with Mendoza. You get to the point where he's been the number one for everybody, unanimous consensus number one pick. Now we've had the combine, everybody's getting a bit bored, and it's like, right, let's pick Mendoza apart.
Yeah, I think I like Mendoza. I think he's going to be a fine quarterback.
I don't think he's even going to be a top 15 quarterback.
Ooh, all right, let's run through these last
Hot
couple.
take, Scott. We'll look at that.
Pretty hot take.
Here's a guy that I would put a 3 on.
You look at the NFL quarterbacks now. I'm telling you, he's not going to be even in the top 15.
You know what? From now on, nobody say anything to me about how we don't ever get to everything. Everybody listening to this podcast keeps hearing me try to move this fucking thing along. No, it's quite all right. I'm just fucking with you. Do it whatever you want. That's the way I like it. Teddy Bridgewater.
No.
For leadership ability only. What he could bring to Jaden, I think, could be good, but only for that. As a 3. Gardner Mustache. No. Skylar Thompson. That women's name.
Like when it comes to the backup quarterbacks, you need to have something that's similar to Jaden. That's why it works with Mariota. You won't have to change the offense too much.
But we don't know what the offense is going to be.
Right. That was why they liked him with Cliff.
Well, yeah, they're gonna. It's going to be tailored around Jaden and his strengths. I mean, what is his strengths? Freaking passing the ball deep, and being able to fucking get out of trouble and run the ball. I mean,
dude could forge a chain with his teeth. All right, Sam Howell. No.
All
right, let's move on.
But just quickly before you do, I mean that's a good point about the scheme. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of the pods I listened to today or yesterday, and somebody said something about so and so he doesn't fit the scheme, he doesn't fit our offensive scheme. It's like, how the hell do you know what the scheme's going to be?
What's our scheme? Right. What's our
it's
scheme?
Going to be it could potentially be a hybrid of about 4 different offenses.
Well, here's the thing, dudes. When you talk about coaching, the best coaches fit to their players rather than say, I'm going to make you fit to my scheme.
Yeah.
Especially a guy like Blau who's just starting out. He can't help but do that.
If it's not Mariota, I'm going to say Tyler Huntley.
Tyler Huntley. That's another name. I don't have him down on the list. I would not mind Tyler Huntley. He's got a lot of experience. He's seen a lot of defenses.
Jesus.
Oh,
did you just say that, Tony?
All right, edge rushers. Ready? Let's get to the edge rushers.
Well,
Trey Hendrickson.
It's not offense.
What do we miss on offense?
Well, I'm saying it's not offense. I thought we were only doing offense today, John.
No, we're doing free agents, dude. The thing starts Friday.
Whole free agent. Right, okay.
Yeah, that's why I said let's run through these things.
Okay, sorry, dude.
Trey, what are you? You need to go to bed?
No, I'm good.
Okay, check it. Make sure your wife ain't hollering at you. Trey Hendrickson.
You see that what you don't know on this program is John sends us a message saying, "Can you just get me a list of offensive names, please?"
Did I say offensive?
Offense. Yes, you did.
Did I say offensive? All right. Well, then there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We will leave it at that. Because that's fine.
It's fine.
No.
It's
we
fine.
can
Let's
come back Friday.
We
can come back Friday and do defense because Friday is legal tampering.
Scott's flipping out because he doesn't have his list.
I don't.
Panicking. I've got no value. I've got no values. I've got no nothing.
He's got the fucking vein popping off his head. You did not.
Here's one I prepared earlier, Jesse.
He has a backup list ready to go. All right. He has a list of places he can find lists if he needs one.
We did tight end, Bollywood.
I'm backing down. Tight end. We did tight end. Paulie, where were you?
He was taking the piss, probably.
Well, you got to get those things out of the way before we start. All right. So anyway, I think Scott is right. We'll be back Friday. We're going to just do a Friday show. Fuck it, because Friday is legal tampering day, right?
Yeah, well, we know a lot. Yeah, Monday is
Friday.
Monday's legal.
Monday 4 p.m. Eastern.
So let me just say one thing before we go, and I'll tell you what. Let me just put on our music. Now, you two guys down there on the bottom, you all speak the King's English, right? Legal tampering has got to be one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever goddamn heard in my life. If it's tampering, it's not legal. And if it's legal, it's not tampering. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Technically, you're correct, John, yeah.
Fix this shit, NFL. I swear to God, there's no way you could possibly ever do anything about protecting a quarterback if you can't even speak the fucking language. Just call it negotiation day and get it started. You know what always kills me? Right now, we're in legal tampering or illegal tampering time because these dudes always seem to make a deal at like 12:01 on the day.
Well, most of the deals were done last week in Indianapolis.
Yeah, dude, you got that right. You got that right. I did like this, and to our good friend Ben Standing out there, I like how this went. The Commanders are extremely tight-lipped. Nobody knows quite what the Commanders are going to do, except Ben Standing, who's going to give us an article about everything they're going to do. Although he did give us the Brian Robinson name.
Standing's come out with a couple of perlers over the last couple of years, to be fair to him, where everyone said he was mad, and he got.
I like right. I like Ben, and I'm just giving him a hard time because he was the one that told us that there was a problem with Brian Robinson last year. Who's a free agent, by the way. Jesse, you want Brian Robinson back?
Yeah. RB1.
I'd take him as I tell you what, I'd put a 2 on him, but there's no way that he's coming back. You know why? From what I understand, in one of the hot tubs, he motorboated Dan Quinn, and Quinn didn't like it. So forgot about that. Okay. All right. So everybody, we will be back on Friday. Y'all good with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Max might be here as well. Tony, you going to be here?
I might not be, but I'll check.
Oh, you're heading for Tenerife?
No, I'm actually going to Oxford in England on Friday, and then get back on Sunday, then go to Tenerife.
It's a proper city.
All right, well,
it's a university reunion, our 30th anniversary of leaving university, and people say, "Oh, in Oxford, did you go to Oxford?" And I'm like, "No, we're just going to Oxford for a piss up."
I can have an anniversary of leaving places all the goddamn time.
Yeah,
Oxford is lovely. Yeah, as a university city, it's very nice. That end of town, the actual city itself is a shit tip. But there you go.
Part of it's not great. Yeah.
From what I understand, that is one of the reasons that Travis Kelce fell in love with Taylor Swift, because she's into shit tits. All right, everybody, we will see you on Friday, and we will talk about defensive free agents prior to a legal tampering day. Until then, later.
Au revoir.
Yeah. Scotty with the wave. Oh, it's still going. I guess I got to push the end screen button.
Someone press the button.